Good evening, everybody. I'm Pierre Raberge, the Daily Trader. It is June 3rd, and we are going to take a look at Palantir stock. We are going to analyze Palantir stock from a technical analysis perspective. Technical analysis is the art of finding patterns in the stock chart in order to profit from those patterns. So when we see that there's a pattern where the stock is going up, and stocks tend to go up like this and not something like this, so we try to find those patterns and then we try to profit from them. And I am here to share what I see in terms of technical analysis for Palantir. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and make your own decisions though. So Palantir closed down 82 cents, 3.35%. So that might be scary if you look at this number alone. Ooh, we closed at 23.63, down almost $1. Ooh, I should sell. This is not good. Well, this is why we are looking at the stock chart to get some context. So we see and we know and we knew that Tesla is in a upward, I should draw it like this, an upward channel, and this is the support. So until Palantir crosses down this support, the stock is going up, and the stock is in a pattern of going up. It is in a bull trend. This is a trend. A trend means that even though on a single day it might be going down, overall, if you look at it overall and not look at one candle, if you look at it overall, you see that the stock is going up. And how do we know the stock is going up? Because overall, it's making higher lows. So each candle is showing all of the transaction prices that happen during the day, some low, some high. And if we look at candles from day to day, we see that the lows of one day, the low of one day are lower than the low of the next day. So it's effectively going up. So this is what we do. We draw lines and we find those patterns. So basically, we had a great day. With Palantir yesterday, June 2nd. Nice green candle. So prices were going up. So we opened here at the resistance that became support. I'm going to put it in green. So this is our support, and we had a nice day. But then we were stopped and we looked, well, why did the stock stop at that point? And we discovered that at 24.50 is a point where the stock has stopped in the past, like April 5th, April 12th, close to April 27th, and it used this 24.50 line also as a support. Look at this day, look on this day, which is February 18th. So this is an interesting point. So 24.50 is a critical price. So the stock is being affected by that price. So this is why the stock did not go higher yesterday, and today we have still respected that 24.50. But if we look at the low of yesterday, so the low of yesterday was at 22.82, and today the low is at 23.34. So one share of Palantir is more expensive. Well, the low of the day of yesterday is less expensive than the low of today. So we can say that from a low perspective, the price is going up. From a high perspective, nobody paid as much today for a Palantir stock than some of the people paid yesterday. Some of them paid up to 24.84. But today, nobody wanted to pay that much. But nobody wanted to sell at a lower price than 23.34, which is the low of the day. So basically, the stock market and the prices, the transactions that we see, the summary of the transactions, because we don't see the transactions. The transactions means, well, this guy bought 300 shares at this price, and those 300 shares were sold by that guy. So this is the transaction happening between two people. But here we see a summary of those transactions, and that summary is laid out in the form of a stock chart. It's a chart, and we are plotting the prices of each day. So I'm being philosophical here. Tell me if you like when I say things like that, or you just don't like it. So basically, this is an even day. So the stock is going nowhere. It's going down a little bit, but yes, we are still above support and we are still in our channel. So nothing to get scared about. Let's go back to the hourly chart where 1 hour of transaction is shown by one candle. A candle is how we are looking at, well, this is one candle. So let's look at 9:30 today. So 9:30 today, so we opened here at the top of the body of the candle, which is the rectangle, then stock went down and then was pushed back up. So it went down, but there were more buying pressure keeping the price up. And then we also had a longer wick at the bottom showing some buying pressure, but then the stock tried to go up a little bit and then fell down again. And it seems like we have this support at 23.62. I won't draw it because it would be crazy to draw all the supports that there is. But there's a small local support at 23.62. See, the stock is saying, I'm gonna pause here, I'm gonna pause here, I'm gonna pause here, I'm gonna pause here. This is not a coincidence. Coincidence? I think not. So basically, this is just the psychology of the people buying this stock and selling it that is making these patterns like this. So we could do something like this here. So this is a local resistance that we have. So this is a local resistance, and we have our support here. So unless Palantir breaks this line at around 23 something, 23, 27, blah blah blah, then the stock is still in its bull trend, and you can still sell at any point to take some profit. This is your own decision. I'm just here to tell you that basically the stock is in a bull trend. It's still in a bull trend. There is a small bearish trend, a very localized one. But basically, if we look at the daily chart, it's still in a bull trend. Let's look at the indicators. So indicators are calculations on the stock prices to help us see other aspects. But everything that we need to see is in the bar chart, in the candles. But sometimes it's nice to have some emphasis on some aspects of the stock, and putting all this together helps us make a better decision. So basically stochastic is over 84. So stochastic is an indicator that shows the strength in a stock. So the strength is super high. So this is great for our bull trend. The MACD has crossed over on May 18th, telling us that, there's really a change in pattern and the stock seems to be going up. And indeed it went up since that day. So we have the blue line at 37 cents, not 37 cents, at 37, and the yellow line, orange line at -12. So one line is still negative, so it would be best if the two were positive. And the DMI, which is one of our favorite indicator that tells us when the stock is really ready for a good run. So it has been ready for a good run since May 27th. So basically nothing to be worried about. The stock is just doing a little pullback, and let's just check back to see what happens tomorrow, and let's just make sure that we watch this support here to make sure that the stock does not go underneath that, which would mean that the bullish trend has finished. Maybe not for long, but it has finished for now. So let's stay posted. If you subscribe, you will get all of my videos. I produce a Palantir and a Tesla video every single day, so they will appear in your feed. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. We have a Discord server if you want to take a look at that, and also a Patreon account if you want to help me or motivate me to continue doing these videos. I'm going to wish you a great evening, and we are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.